Hey, welcome back to Texas Today for your Friday morning. Beautiful shot there of the Bell County Expo Center. It is one of the best times of the week because our Keep the Change segment is all about helping you weave your way through questions on finance, retirement, and saving for your future. We have Dee Kerr with us, of course, as we do every Friday of Total Retirements here with us. Dee is a certified financial planner and investment advisor, and she's always here every Friday to answer your questions at home and give us some great information on financial planning. Good morning to you, Dee. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Chris.
Now, we're talking about retirement right now, and a big question on the minds of a lot of young people like me or people in their mid-20s, early 30s is, aren't I too young to start saving for retirement? That's forever away.
Well, you know, this is one thing you really should not procrastinate because time is on your side. I mean, you have the power of compounding interest that's going to be working for you. And that's when not only is your investment earning interest, but you're earning interest on the interest. So that's a good thing. And the longer you have, the better reward that's going to be. And then the second part is that you can actually afford to be more aggressive in your investment planning when you have time on your side. So you can withstand some of the volatility, the ups and downs of the market.
Now, Dee, some of us are lucky enough to have companies that help out and contribute, but if you're not with one of those companies that contributes to your retirement plan, what's the best option?
Well, not contributing and having one available could be two different things. And if your company has a 401k, I say definitely take a look at that 401k and just make it a habit. I mean, the contributions come out of your paycheck pre-tax. You don't see them. It really simplifies things. And so it's just kind of an automatic. Now, one thing you do want to make sure is that you go back and look at that annually and maybe up your percentage that you're contributing every year. And you'll be making a full contribution before you know it. Now, if they don't have a 401k available, or let's say you want to do something else to supplement your retirement, you could do a Roth, perhaps, or a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. That's with, as long as you have earned income, you could qualify for those.
Now, it's one of those things I imagine as well that it's not something that you should just, especially if you have a 401k through your workplace, that you should just kind of put and then forget about it. With incremental pay increases, you want to keep re-examining how much you're putting away, right?
Yeah, exactly. And depending on what your date is for retirement. If you look at something like a target date fund, that is a way to invest for your retirement that aligns with your projected retirement date. That's one thing, because that will kind of rebalance itself, and as you move towards retirement, your allocations will become more conservative. So that's one way where you don't have to rethink it, but certainly be looking at the diversification. Is it still aligned with what your goals are?
Now, you mentioned the word diversification. That's something we hear a lot in the financial world. And when it comes to retirement, is it better to put all your eggs in this one basket, the 401k, something like that, or is it good to diversify? And what are some options?
Well, the great thing is, Chris, you can diversify within that 401k. So a lot of people think, oh, I need to be an expert stock picker, and that's really not the case. You can pick a mutual fund, or again, like those target date funds that I talked about. Or even better yet, you could work with an investment advisor like myself who would work to understand your goals and help you develop a plan to achieve those goals.
All right, Dee, thank you so much. Dee Kerr with us, of course, every Friday. We want to thank you for your great advice. I'm going to re-examine my own 401k right after this show this morning. Of course, every Friday here on the show, Dee Kerr is going to join us to give you advice for financial freedom. And if you have a question you want to know about, send them in to us. That's news@kcntv.com, and we'll get on it. And thank you again for joining us, Dee.
Well, thank you, Chris.